Welcome Gurpreet ji, welcome Ramanpreet, Barinder ji.
Thank you, sir.
How many of you are using Google Workspace? Have you used it? Any of you? Am I audible? Okay. Thank you. So, welcome everyone. We are going to start the training now, and we have a lot of people joining. So they will be joining in the due course. Uh, just for the convenience of all the other people who are not able to log in, we are now live streaming this class also on the YouTube. And based on the YouTube, also we are getting a lot of people and the interaction from the people. So, any of you, if you have any kind of questions, I request you to park those questions with you. Make a note of those questions, and we will be answering those questions at the end of the session. Please make sure that you are all logged in through, preferably through a laptop or a computer, whatever you have, because most of the applications are easily understood on a computer. On the mobile, sometimes there is a challenge. You may get a call also. There is a possibility of some apps behaving in a different way or a version working in a different way. So I request you to that you should be focused on logged in from a PC. Even if you are not having a PC right now, the mobile will work, but this is my suggestion. If you are sitting in a working area, it's better to isolate yourself from the other workers so that you stay with a properly distraction free environment. So today, Keshavji, I think I am audible to others. You need to check up with your audio setup because anybody who is having any audio issues, I think I'm audible. If somebody is having any challenges in my listening to me, please check up your audio setup because I think other members are able to listen to me. So maybe there could be a problem at your end also. So we have already passed 3 minutes of our starter time. So today the topic is very clear. We are going to start with the first chapter or the first day of our Google Workspace training. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my small presentation which you can very easily use it. Now, today we are going to cover the basic Google Drive and the Gmail. So all of you should be logged in through the Gmail because Gmail is something which is a must for everyone. So I request you to please log in through Gmail and anybody having any challenges in logging through Gmail should actually create a new Gmail account in case you are using your official Gmail or a Google Workspace. Sometimes there is a possibility that the Google Workspace that is being used by your organization is not an open workspace, so you may face those challenges. So, for the testing purposes or the training purposes, I would recommend that you use a common your personal Gmail ID, and based on your Gmail ID, we will be actually using it further. Now, rules are very clear. Sit in a quiet place away from distraction. Uh, Preferably mute your microphones as of now because we'll be answering all of your queries in the end. You can put your comments, your questions in the chat box also, which I will be checking in the end of the program only. But you can park it over there so that we can answer that and you don't miss that. Use your laptop, as I said, keep your mobile on silent because so that you don't get distracted. Ask questions and be interactive, but that is always in the QA. Don't be the part of the discussions during the presentation so that we actually close the presentation on time. You please keep your wish list ready because this is very, very important. Because today, what we are going to learn, there is a possibility that you may learn some new features also, or you may not know, or there are a feature that you already know, but you have a wish list from your own requirements of your office, of your work that I want this to be developed, or I want this to be done in the Google Workspace, or you have some challenge in your business which can be answered or which can be solved with the Google Workspace. Keep that ready with you so that we can discuss on that. Excuse me. I need a feedback from you. Every session, a feedback request goes to you on WhatsApp as well as email. Please make sure that you give me a feedback so that I can curate the program in a better way to you. Some task will be given to you. Please make sure that you complete your homework. It's not a anything that you learn, if you don't try it yourself, you'll not be able to learn it very fast, because the webinar may close today, but tomorrow if you don't try it, you will forget everything. Although the recordings will be made available to you so that you can go through it. It is being live streamed on YouTube, so you can actually see it on the YouTube also. Now, what is a Google Drive? This is very, very important. As the name suggests, it's a it's a Nitish, if you want to speak something, can we take it little later, or is there is something urgent? Nitish, you need to check up your audio. I think there is. If you want to check the audio, uh, it is at your end. There is an issue. Okay. Anything else, you can just park in the comment. Now, Google Drive, as the point says, it's a cloud storage. It is something similar to that what we use on a PC. So we have our own PC, we have our own hard disk. So on the hard disk, we have our file system. So we store different types of files. We store our Excel files, we store our PPTs, we store our Microsoft Word files, we store our PDF files. Anything that you store on your PC, Google Drive is similar to that, but the storage space is actually on a Google server. That's a cloud storage. You don't know that cloud storage is where is the data center. The data center could be in India, it can be in US, it can be in UK, Singapore, wherever the Google is maintaining those file systems. So it's there. As a Gmail user, you get a 15 GB of cloud space free. So 15 GB is normal. Up to 15 GB, you can use it the way you want to do it. But if you want the storage space to be more than 15 GB, you need to pay a subscription fees. The tariffs keep on changing based on the users. There is a possibility of having a 1 TB space per month. I think they charge you somewhere around, uh, I think 1200 or something like that per month. And if you want a space of say 500 GB, it is little lesser. So Google keeps on changing that. You can check up with the Google website about the subscription, get more store, because when you go into the Google Drive, there is a link where you can actually go for a more storage also. So if you want more than 15 GB, you need to pay. But if you want, and you can control your requirements within 15 GB, you don't need to pay anything. It's a free to use. Most of the personal applications get covered in 15 GB. But if your application needs more data to be stored on the drive, I would suggest you go for a subscription. The beauty of Google Drive as compared to the files on your PC is that Google Drive files can be shared very, very easily. Normally, if you have a file like a Microsoft document or you've got a Microsoft Excel, you have to send this file via email, via WhatsApp, or any other media to the other user to have a view on it, have a comment on it, have a changes on it. But then that file keeps on shuttling between you and the other user or other users. It depends. So it's a very complicated process. You don't remember which user did what, who changed it. So the versions keep on changing. So there is a possibility that one gentleman who made some comments, and there are five in series, but there is a possibility that you have a data only from the fourth one and the fifth one is missed out. So there is a possibility of different iteration being done. So Google Drives actually eliminate the whole thing, because it can help you to easily collaborate on this. So you can have 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, even 100 people writing and accessing a single document through remote across the globe on a single document. The beauty of Google Drive is this, that you don't have to worry about going in for anything like transfer of the files. Whatever I have in front of me, you guys can also have in front of you. So that is the way the Google Drive works. This is the beauty of the Google Drives. Now we are now going to move into directly into the how the Google Drive is going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm stopping this sharing. I'm going to move into my Google Drive view. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the Google Drive view. You can also go to your Google Drive account. It's very easy. drive.google.com. It's pretty simple. That's a standard URL. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you my Google Drive workspace. So if you can see my Google Drive, please show me a thumbs up. Is my screen visible to all of you? Oh, wonderful. So this is pretty. Your drive may look like little different. This is my drive. So we will just have a look at this first of all. This is somebody has to mute. Everyone has to mute your mics, please, because there is some echo coming from somewhere. Now, coming to this is the way. So if I go for my drive, so this is the way it is going to work. So you can just have a look at this. On the left side is the major shortcuts which are available. So you have my drive is like my computer. Now this is the computers where I have actually connected the computer. So with your single drive, you can have multiple computers connected. Like you have got a computer in your office, then you have a computer at your home, you have got a computer say at particular a different site. So what you can do is you can download this application onto your PC, and from there you can log into the same account and those computers. So what is going to happen is whatever the file is being made in your computer at your office or at your home or at your some remote place, all of them will be visible over here. So currently I have not logged into any of, because I'm not using any apps. So if you have an app on any of the PCs, they will be reflected over here. So here you can see those files over here. So now what is going to happen is, suppose you start working on a file in your PC which is in your office, and your office gets closed, you come back to your home, and there you have to access that file. So you simply go to the same link, go to that computer. This file is actually a shortcut on your computer, but it is residing in the cloud. So what you can do is you can edit, you can change, you can share anything of that file sitting anywhere across the globe. So this is the beauty of the system, that you can do anything from anywhere. So this is the way the drive works. Plus, if you see on the left side, there are a lot of things which can be seen. First of all, shared with me. So there is a possibility of sharing the Google files with all the other vendors, other people. I will come to that little later. Now this is the recent one. Now recent means anything that has been accessed by you or by me, the user, recently. So you can just see that. So if we click on recent, you'll see there are a lot of documents which have been edited by me or one of my systems, automated system, advanced ERP is doing it. So you can actually see at what time it has been accessed by whom. So some customer master has been updated at 7:12 just a few minutes back. Then expense approval request has been made by 7:07. So there are different things, and I edited your training module at 5:52 just today. So you can just see all of these things are already there. So there are a lot of files which you can do. You can check everything over there. So recent one is there. Then you have got the starred ones. So starred one is these files which are very important for you, either folders or either files. If you put them star, so they are always shown in this section. So in this section, you can add as many folders that you want. If you see, in my case, we have got accounts and stores, BNF for networks, portal, my coaching system, HR system, marketing, masters, whatever it is. So these are the shortcuts for the folders, and these folders actually stay here. So you don't have to go and search. Okay, last time I saved in this folder, this time I have to save in other folder. You don't have to worry about it because everything that you do is actually available over here. So that way you can actually create any kind of the folders easily over here, and they will be start. This spam is basically, this is done by Google itself. It's a standard folder because Google has got a world's best spam filters. Google actually controls the spam across the internet because Google's philosophy is always the search engine and their optimizations. And if there is a more spam on the internet, it actually harms them as a business also. So any email coming to you which is marked as a spam from any user automatically comes here. So any document which has been shared with you also comes over here. So whatever the document comes into the spam, it stays here, and after 30 days it gets deleted. So spam, it's very important for you to have a look at it if there are unknown people connecting with you or sharing with you, because if any unknown person has shared a document with you and he or she has been notified as a spam by any of the users in Google ecosystem, there is a possibility of that file going into the spam because Google never allows any kind of spammers on the network. So that is important. Now coming to, we have a trash. So anything that you delete goes into the trash. Again, after 30 days, this automatically goes out. So this is the way it is going to work. Last one is the storage. So how much storage my system is using, it will show, and you can just see 129.96 GB has been used. So in Google Drive, my Google Drive is using 99.55 GB. Gmail is using 30 GB. Photos, I don't, this is my official account, so I don't sync my photos over here. But if you have a personal Gmail account, possibly your phone is being synced over here. So that also you can do that. So this is what is happening over here. Now I'm coming back to my drive, and I'm just going to show you how, first of all, the file system works, because Google is an ecosystem where you can replace almost 99% of the Microsoft application. How many of you guys are using Microsoft on your PC in a pirated mode? It's an ethical question, but something which I was a culprit of doing it, but then after some time we decided to go for a proper licensed one. So what Google does, it actually helps you to have almost similar functionality that Microsoft is having free of cost with your Gmail account. So this is the beauty of the system. Now coming to Google Drive now. Google, if you see on this Google Drive, there are lot of toolbars coming over here. Now, if you go to the right side, these are the 9 dots. These are called Google Apps. So Google gives you lot of apps. So there is a possibility your Google Drive may look little different because the versions keep on changing as per the users. Ours is a professional one, so that's why it's working like that. I request everyone to mute the your mics, please. There is some noise coming up from somewhere, which I think could be a problem. I request everyone to please mute the mics. Thank you. So coming to, if you click on these 9 dots, you will see there are lot of tools available. So the on the top, if you see your business profile manager, so any of you guys who want to market their products through Google can actually go over here. It's the business profile manager. It's a free of cost service from Google. In fact, you can create your own website, you can create your own sales page, you can create your own post, you can create your own marketing activity, everything within the Google ecosystem free of cost. So Google profile manager is there where you can actually manage your business. I will show it to you later on. Today we are just covering the Drive one. Then you have the Gmail. Gmail, if you see, So Gmail, everyone knows, is basically used for emails, but it's a very powerful tool. I will share little bit insights on the Gmail part also. This shortcut next is a Google Drive shortcut. So you can access Google Drive. Then next tool that Google wants to us to use, and it's a free of cost again, is Google Docs. Google Docs is an equivalent of Microsoft Words. So जो भी आप Microsoft Word में use करते हैं, all those functionalities can be done in the Google Docs also. The difference with the Google Docs and the Microsoft Word as of you today is Google Docs is 100% available on the cloud. Microsoft, depending on versions, it's available on cloud also and it's available locally also. It depends on the kind of the version that you are using. So normally more than 80% of the people who are using Microsoft have got an offline version, because traditionally Microsoft have been into offline business. Google came as a cloud version, but now Google also has got a offline version, but their 90% applications are more on online. Coming to the next one is the sheets. As you can see the look also, Google has created the sheets as a replica of Microsoft Excel. Google Sheets is way too powerful than Excel. We will see it in the subsequent trainings, because this is one of the best tool for small and medium businesses where you don't need any database. Google Sheet itself acts as a database where you can create almost 90% of your CRM applications, your support ecosystem, even your invoicing dispatch system, your training systems, your HR onboarding, your internal training, your customer handling, anything that you think of can be done in the Google Sheets without investing into a very, very costly system. We will see that in the next subsequent trainings. Next tool that we are going to discuss is the slides. Now, this slides is basically nothing. It's an equivalent of PowerPoint presentation. So PowerPoint presentation is a tool developed by Microsoft to make presentation, and slides is an equivalent of that in Google. So Google is also catching up with Microsoft as far as the tools. The difference is the slides is basically an online version. Microsoft PowerPoint in a standard case is an offline version, but they do have the offline online version also nowadays. Last, this one is the calendar. Calendar is something that we should always work on, because calendar is helping you to plan your days, plan your entire working day, sitting at one desktop, and you can have the entire calendar of whole year can also be planned. One thing with the Google Calendar as compared to any of the other calendar tools is you can share the calendar so that people can make appointment requests with you, and if they are your team members, whenever they are selecting a date and time for a meeting with you, and if you are busy, they will get a message that so and so gentleman or the lady is busy, is not available between this time, so that they don't have to call you that when you are free or when you are busy. They will automatically know, okay, that he or she is available after 4 p.m. They can schedule a meeting with the 4 p.m. on their own. Next is the chat. How many of you guys are using WhatsApp? I am sure everyone is using WhatsApp. Anybody not using WhatsApp? Please let me know. Okay. I think everyone is using WhatsApp, because you all got the link of joining this webinar on WhatsApp only. Now, WhatsApp is a very good tool. It's a great tool to connect with customers, team members, and everyone. But the biggest challenge with the WhatsApp is it's having lots and lots of distraction. You take up a WhatsApp message, and with that message, as soon as you are going to read that message, underneath that message, you have got a message from your friends, from your school or college group. There is a joke going on, or there is something wrong happening with a group, or people are fighting on something. So you get distracted with that. So it's always recommended that you check out your WhatsApp messages only when you really feel that you are free enough to do that. Otherwise, you can check it at later date. But with your teams, within your teams, especially your teams or some customers also, there is a possibility that you need to speak to them, you need to be communicable to them, the messaging has to them. There you can use the chat, because chat is something, Google Chat is something which is equivalent to the WhatsApp. It is linked to your Gmail ID, and nobody can spam you without your permission. Your WhatsApp, somebody can, if somebody knows your number, he can just simply send you a message. In the chat case, it's not so frequent, but since your team is also on the Google Workspace, they are part of your team, they can always chat with you. You don't have to check your WhatsApp message. If you are sitting on a laptop, you can simply chat from your laptop. If you are using your iPad, you can do it from your iPad also. Wherever the tools are there, you can do that. That is the good part. Next is Google Meet. So the application that we are using with you to communicate, this online forum that has been created, the backend is Google Meet, because Google Meet is again equivalent of meeting. We have used Zoom in the COVID for a long time. Zoom is a great tool. So Google Meet has also given you a tool, something like Zoom, which is available, and you can use it for meeting scheduling. And when this meet, Google Meet, is integrated with your calendar, you can schedule the online meeting also. So suppose you have a client who is, say, in out of the country, or he is at a remote location, you go to the calendar, you set up a meeting. In the meeting, you can by default set up a Google Meet also. A remote meeting link will automatically be collected. And if you know that client's email IDs and all that stuff, you can put them as a members into that calendar appointment, and they will also be notified to get that particular invitation for that Google Meet. It's pretty simple, very easy, and it happens straight from your calendar itself. So you don't have to go to any other tool, set up a meeting, and then send that link. No, go to the calendar. From there, you can simply set up a meeting. Next, very, very important tool of Google, which gets integrated with your Google Sheet, is Google Forms. Google Forms itself is going to cover our at least full 2 training sessions. It is nothing, it is just a method of getting the data from the field by manual entry, yeah, by automated entry into the Google Sheets. Nothing more. But it's such a big tool. I need minimum 2 days or 2 sessions for the training, which we'll be covering little later in the training as per the curriculum. Next tool that we have in Google Drive is the Sites. This is called Google Sites. Again, it's a free tool. Mind it, it's a free tool. You can create your own personal website here only. You just have to pay for the Google Sites only in case you want a custom domain. Like my name is Manmeet Singh Bhatti. If I need a custom domain where people can connect with me to manmeetsinghbhatti.com, just an example, then I have to pay for that domain name. But if I say sites.google.com /Manmeet Singh Bhatti, I don't have to pay, because that's available. If it is available on Google Sites, it's free. Nobody else has taken it. It's a free of cost. We will be covering that also, because small and medium enterprises need to have few tools which are available only for their team members or for their customers without investing into high level of web development. You don't need to pay to any of the developers, because developers nowadays charge very heavily and they take a lot of money from you, and still the output is very less. And after every 3 months or 6 months, you have to upgrade it to the new HTML files, PHP files, videos, and all those things. Almost 90% of the things can be done in Google Slides, and they are very, very sleek. And the good part is, since they are hosted on Google, so they are very, very stable, and they are actually synchronized with the Google server. So आपको SEO वगैरह भी इसके अंदर बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है. Last, contacts है. Now once you have these contacts, it has got your phone name, your number, email ID, everything is there. And most of the people who are actually using Android phones, so they can have their Gmail IDs linked to this. Any number, any email ID that is added to your phone automatically gets reflected over here, and you can just simply connect over there. So these are the tools which will be covered in the training, which are part of very closely connected with the Google Drive. So now you see, There are lots and lots and lots of things over there, but how to proceed further? If you see the interface, you can check out whatever you want to. So first of all, I'm showing you is the type. So if you want to search for any particular types, like we are searching for Microsoft Word, here I'm going to do type. So I want to check the documents. So as soon as I click on documents, you see, so these are the documents which are created. So if you see, these are the documents which have been created last few days. So you can just simply search it as per the date and time. You can search it as per the location, as per the owner, anything that you want to do, you can just simply see that. So you can search for the document, you can search for the spreadsheets if you want. So these are the spreadsheets. You can very simply do that. You can search by anybody who has edited it or anybody who has written something about it. So suppose I want to see the people in my organization, advanced engineers. So you can see only the advanced engineers files will be shown over here who have just used it. Otherwise, others will not be there. There is a possibility that you can have it from somebody else also. Then we can have modified. Who, when it was modified, like I want the modification date only from last 7 days. So I can check out last 7 days. I want full 1 year, anything there. So we can have a clear filter, so everything is gone. So it's very simple, self-explanatory. You can search, you can try anything that you want. It's very easy. Now coming to next is, this is the look and feel. If you see my cursor, it's a list layout. So if you see, it's a kind of a list. So there is not much detail. It's just a list. So this you can see. Now, on the right of this is a dots. It's a grid layout. As soon as you move into grid, it works like this. So you have got more files in this in the grid format. So this is the way it is going on. You can just simply see. So it depends how you want the Google Drive to be arranged, the look and feel to be look like this. This is the way it can be done. So moving further, now if you want to create a new folder, the way we make it in my computer, just simply go to new. In the new, you will see there is a toolbar, new folder. So as soon as I click on a new folder, it is asking for a new folder. So what I'm going to name it is as Google Training. Today is February 8th. So I'm making it February 8th, 2024. So as soon as I click enter, this Google Training is there. So if you see here, it's already there. So this folder is there. So now Google Training folder is there, but it is empty. Now I will show you how we can create new files over here. I will also show you how you can upload or download the files from the folders. Okay. Now, first of all, if I want to create a Google document here, so as soon as I go to this is new folder, file upload, folder upload, I go to the Google Docs and I create a folder. So if you see, this is my document. I hope you can see the document now. Can I get a thumbs up? You can see the document.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Now, you can rename this document. So I what I say is workspace document. So you can rename it by just opening it और उसके ऊपर जाके we can on the left corner there's the name, so we can rename it. Now I can write anything. So what I'm going to do is testing the Google document. So this is what I'm going to do. So I have tested it. So you can see that this document is there. Now what I'm going to do is I am going back to my Google tab. So if you see, just a minute back, there was nothing in this. And now I already have a workspace document which has been made by me at 7:35 p.m. It's very easy. Very easy. Now, once this document has been made, and now what I want to do is I want to rename this document. So there are different. So if you go to the right side, more actions, there are a lot of things which are coming. So first one is the sharing button. It's a download button. then it's the renaming version, and then there are a lot of other options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it first. So once I click on rename, the pop-up is opening. I say workspace document rename. I'm just putting the name as rename. Now look at it. The rename has happened. So you can change anything. You can do anything with the name as per your convenience directly in the Google Drive. तो यहीं पर से change हो जाएगा. Next क्या है? I want to download it. As soon as I click on the download, this document is getting converted into the Microsoft Word, because Google also knows that this document once downloaded onto the PCs, because majority of the operating system used in the world are Microsoft, so it knows that this particular document is going to be opened by Microsoft Word in biggest probability. So what they do is they convert it to Microsoft Word. Now I am using an Apple laptop, so I don't have a Microsoft Word with me. So what Apple has done is it has opened in the pages. I'll just show you how it is going to look. Just a minute. Okay. So this is the document which has been opened on my PC. So if you see, the name of the document is Workspace Document Rename. So the name remains same, but it has been opened in Pages on Apple. If you have a Windows PC, it will be opened in your Microsoft Windows application, which is the default application. So same, testing the document and whatever we have done it. Okay. So this is the approach that you can use for this. Now, coming back to our Google Drive, we can create any type of the documents that we want. So I have told you about this. So again, go to new, any type of document. You want to create a sheet, you can create a Google sheet. You want to create a Google slide, you can create a slide. You can create a Google form. We will be covering these kind of creation of these different documents, different file systems when we actually cover this. Today, what we are doing is that particular Google Doc, sheets, slides can be made easily in the Google Drive directly in the browser itself. Now, I have also shared how you can download this document. So it's very easy. You can simply download it. Now, if you want to upload the document from your PC, so what I'm going to do is I'm going for a file upload. So very simple. Go to the file upload. I have to upload one document. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to upload something like this is some document coming from top hospitals in Punjab. So this is I'm going to upload. So this now it's uploaded. You see in the Google Drive there is one file by the name of top hospitals in Punjab .doc.x.xlx. It's a Excel file. I want to open it. Now Google is very intelligent. It will find out the extension. That extension is XLX. So it's showing in green. It's an Excel file. And you want to open it. Just double click on this. It is opening the same file now in Google Sheets. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen, please? Please confirm. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Wonderful. So you can see my screen. So the beauty of the system is that this particular file is Excel. If you see on the left corner, .xlsx, but it has been opened in Google Drive. Suppose I want to make a changes into this. I make a change of Civil Hospital, Sahibzada Ajit Singh Nagar, something is there. Now what I do is I make it like Chandigarh Urban Hospital. Just I'm going to put it like that. So I have added something into the data. One thing you must be very happy to see that I'm not saving anything. I don't save anything. Whatever the data is that I have edited, Google is auto saving it. तो कुछ करना नहीं है. This has been done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the other tab. and I'm going to close this file. So I have closed that file. Now you see top hospitals in Punjab. This has been edited by me. If I refresh this particular screen, just a minute. So as soon as I get, it shows me 740. This has been modified by me. Okay. So I will again open it. As soon as I open it, you see the same file is now in an edited mode. So we can edit it. So you don't have to worry about saving your data कि आपका data गुम हो जाएगा, खराब हो जाएगा, कहाँ चला जाएगा. You can edit the Excel files. You can edit your document files here in Google Drive itself. You don't have to download any kind of software. You don't have to do any kind of installation on PC. That is why normally if you have got a Google Workspace, you don't need a high-end PCs. हमारा Google Chrome होता है, Google Chrome को यूज कर ले. Google Chrome PCs, I think they start at around 16,000, 18,000. 16-18 हजार रुपए का पीसी लगा के कोई इंस्टॉलेशन नहीं है, कोई पायरेटेड सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं यूज करना, कुछ नहीं यूज करना है. सिंपली गूगल क्रोम का ब्राउजर होगा उसके अंदर बाय डिफॉल्ट. आप जाइए गूगल ड्राइव ओपन कीजिए और उसमें आप सब एडिटिंग कर सकते हैं. दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस सिस्टम. Now, I have shown you how you can upload a file. I have shown you how you can download a file. I have shown you how you can create a file. Now, if you want to delete a file, it's pretty easy. Just go to the three dots on the right side, click over there, and if you see, open with Excel. There are some applications on my PC, so it also takes over there. I want to download, I can download. I want to rename, I can rename. I want to make a copy. This is very, very important. I want to make a copy. So I just simply click on this, and you will see in a few seconds there is a copy. So I think you can see the copy also over here. So it's very easy. It takes few seconds just to make it. So आपका कभी इसमें गूगल का सर्वर हैंग नहीं होगा, नहीं तो हमारा पीसी हैंग हो जाता है, पावर चलेगी, कुछ होगी. You don't have to worry because it's saved over here. Now coming next is share. This is very, very important for you guys now. Sharing is, अगर ये प्रोडक्ट जो भी एक्सेल फाइल है, नॉर्मली क्या होगा, आप ईमेल भेजेंगे किसी को, तो किसी को ईमेल में एक्सेल फाइल भेज दी, तो वो जो जेंटलमैन होंगे वो उस एक्सेल फाइल को पढ़ेंगे, उसमें चेंजेस करेंगे, आपको भेज देंगे. आपको पता नहीं लगेगा, आप उसको पढ़ेंगे, फिर आप दोबारा एडिट करेंगे, तो वो आपका टू एंड फ्रो चलता रहेगा. बट यहाँ पर अगर आप किसी को शेयर करना चाहते हैं, जस्ट सिंपली पुट शेयर. You see, copy of top hospitals in Punjab has to be shared. But if you see, I have a restricted access. I can control the sharing access also. Now there are options which are coming. Like restricted means मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ किसी का पर्टिकुलर नाम दूंगा, सिर्फ वही करेंगे. So I am adding my friend Mohit Nijavan. He is one of my best friends. मैं उनका नाम डाल रहा हूँ. मैं आगे इसको ऑप्शन दे सकता हूं कि वो क्या करेंगे. He can be editor, he can be a commenter, and he can be a viewer. That is my wish, that what I want to do. So अगर मैं चाहता हूं कि उनको 100% एक्सेस दूं कि वो पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट एडिट कर लें, चेंज कर लें, कुछ भी कर लें, वो भी दे सकता हूं. मैं चाहता हूं कि वो एडिट ना करें, लेकिन वो कमेंट करें कि भाई तूने ये किया, तुमने ये ऐड कर दो, ये डिलीट कर दो. तुमने सपोज प्रपोजल भेजा है, तो दिस प्रपोजल इज एक्चुअली कॉस्ट इज higher side or cost is on a lower side. So that commentator option can be given to him, like he's a supervisor. I don't want him to do any editing or commenting, but I want him to have a look at the document always. तो मैं उनको व्यूअर बना सकता हूँ. ऐसा आपका क्लाइंट है, आपने प्रपोजल बनाया, प्रपोजल आपने भेज दिया, लेकिन वो प्रपोजल उनको देखना है, तो व्यूअर पे आ गए. You can also for add expiration. This is very, very important. Because आप यहाँ पर यस
आपका स्क्रीन नजर नहीं आ रहा मनमीत.
स्क्रीन नजर नहीं आ रहा है.
हाँ, काफी देर से नहीं आ रहा.
कोई और आदमी है जिनको स्क्रीन नजर नहीं आ रहा है?
Yes, I am not able to see.
Okay.
No, nobody is able to see it, for last 10 minutes.
Oh, I think then I missed it. Why it is not showing?
10 मिनट से किसी ने देखा ही नहीं स्क्रीन.
अरे sorry, my fault. Just a minute, let me see if I can share it again. Okay, can you see it now? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wonderful. ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है तो जरूर बोल दें जरा, बिकॉज क्या होता है, आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट द चैट मैसेज राइट नाउ, सो आप अनम्यूट करके बोल सकते हैं. इट्स अ लाइव मीटिंग, यू कैन ऑलवेज स्टॉप बिटवीन इफ सच थिंग हैपेंस. एनीवे, अपॉलॉजीज फॉर दैट थिंग. मे बी शायद कुछ शेयरिंग डिसेबल हो गया तो शायद आप देख नहीं पा रहे थे. सो आई एम अगेन mentioning all those things that
Hello, Manmeet, can you repeat it for last 5 minutes session?
of course I'll do that. Now I was talking about the uploading of the data. I hope you understood that how the uploading of the data can be done, or you want even that understanding also to be done.
No, from uploading onwards, you repeat it.
Okay, wonderful. So uploading, we did one file which was the top hospitals in Punjab. This is what we did. Now moving further on this file can be edited. So as soon as I double click on this file, what is going to happen is this file is going to be actually available to you. You can see the screen in the form of Google Sheets. So Google is very smart that it actually looks at the extension, and from the extension it uses the application suitable to open it. तो यहाँ पर Excel फाइल को ओपन करने के लिए there is a Google Sheets. So it has gone for a Google Sheet. So this is the sheet. I'm going to add some data. So what I last time I put a Chandigarh Urban Hospital. I'm going to name this to Chandigarh Rural Hospital. Okay. So what is happening is the Chandigarh Rural Hospital has happened. Now here, what you are going to see is I have not gone for any saving of the data. The Google automatically saves this live. So you don't have to be worried about losing your data. Automatically ये data इस पे edit होता जाएगा, जाता जाएगा. Now I am going back to my Google Drives. So I have gone back to my Google Drive and I am going to refresh it. So if you see top hospitals, this is the file you can see. Here I have edited at 7:47 p.m. So as soon as it was edited, it gets updated over here. So you do the live changes. Anybody can see those live changes. Suppose you made changes today, and after 10 days, there are some changes in the costing, or there is a raw material costing. So anybody who made those changes will be live visible to you as soon as the changes are done. This is the beauty of the Google Sheets. And if you put the Excel files in the Google Sheet, there the functionality again gets for that Excel कि आपके किसी यूजर ने पर्टिकुलर कॉलम्स के अंदर कुछ रेट्स, कुछ प्राइजेस या कुछ डिलीवरीज को चेंज किया है, वो आपको लाइव दिखता रहेगा एंड यू कैन हैव द एक्सेस. नाउ मूविंग फर्दर, once you can actually see those things. Once you have that file ready with you, you can make a copy of this file. So as soon as you go to these three dots, you click over here, and what you can do with this is, first of all, open with. So if you want to use some application on your PC to open it, so I have got Microsoft Excel also, I have got App Sheet also, Google Sheets also. So on the left, you will see these are the applications. So I can ask the application on my PC to open this particular document also. That is possible. Second is I can download also. So what I can do is I can download this file to my PC. So as soon as I click on download, this file will be downloaded. This is pretty simple. So my Google is showing that the file is being downloaded. So I will just show you, it is being opened in my Excel, and in a moment you'll be able to see that. So I am stopping the sharing of Google Drive and I am moving you towards my screen where Excel file is there. Now, can you see the screen? Send me a thumbs up. Yeah, wonderful. So if you can see the screen, you can see this is the file, and this is the column where I clicked I changed that urban to Chandigarh Rural Hospital. Okay. So whatever the changes were made, they have been actually edited and they have been downloaded. Now, if you want this Excel to be shared with somebody, you can do that. So I'm going to stop this because the Google Slides and Excel will take a lot of time. But today we are considering only the Google Drive application where you can share, you can add, you can do a lot of things. Now coming to the next part is, if this file needs to be shared, it is very, very important. So I'm going to share the same screen again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Google Drive so that you can see that. This is very, very important. Please pay attention because जो गूगल ड्राइव का जो क्रक्स है, जो पावर है, वो आपको यहाँ पर अभी नजर आएगा, इसलिए इसका ध्यान रखिएगा. इट्स वेरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ऑन द राइट साइड, इफ यू गो 3 dots, you go to more actions. Before that, there is an option of making a copy. So you want to create a copy of this particular document. So just simply click on make a copy. As soon as you click on this, so we already have a copy. So 752, we have a new copy being created. So it takes just few seconds. Click of a button or click of a mouse, you get a copy. तो 1-to-1 कॉपी बन जाता है. गूगल का सर्वर कभी हैंग नहीं होता है. आपका इंटरनेट चाहे स्लो हो सकता है, बट गूगल का सर्वर हैंग नहीं होता, तो विद इन अ फ्यू सेकंड्स. सो फाइल कितनी भी बड़ी हो, बड़ी जल्दी एक्शन लेता है. नॉर्मली ऐसे एक्शन के लिए आपको पीसी भी अच्छा चाहिए होता है. उस पर आपको माइक्रोसॉफ्ट विंडोज पूरी की पूरी इंस्टॉल करनी पड़ती है, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ऑफिस इंस्टॉल करना पड़ता है. हियर यू गेट एवरीथिंग डन इन द ब्राउजर इटसेल्फ. तो जो गूगल क्रोम बुक होता है, विच इज द स्मॉलेस्ट ऑफ द पीसीज, और यू कैन से द simplest of the PCs which cost say around 18,000 20,000, ये सारी फंक्शनैलिटी उसके अंदर आप कर सकते हैं विदाउट इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ एनी माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टूल्स. तो आप गूगल ड्राइव में अपना जीमेल ओपन कीजिए, उसी में कीजिए, कर सकते हैं. यू गाइज आर यूजिंग, लॉट ऑफ गाइज आर यूजिंग एंड्रॉइड प्रोडक्ट्स, एंड्रॉइड फोन्स, एंड्रॉइड टैब्स, एप्पल मैकबुक, एप्पल iPads, all any kind of tabs, any kind of PCs, they just need a Google Chrome installed, and in the Google Chrome you have got all the functionalities over there. You just log in through Gmail and you are able to do it. So अभी हमने इसको कॉपी किया है. जो इसका नेक्स्ट स्टेप है वो है इस पर्टिकुलर फाइल को शेयरिंग में लेके जाना. तो जैसे एक्सेल था, इन द एक्सेल व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज you have to send a file to somebody to edit it, then you have to receive that file edited by somebody and then take a decision. But Google gives you functionality that you can share this file live with your team members for editing, for viewing, commenting, anything. So that I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the original file, top hospitals in Punjab. And if you see, there is a small sharing button. You see a small icon over here. And as soon as you bring the mouse over here, there is a small description coming up as a share. So once you click on the share, a pop-up is opening. Can you see the pop-up, please? Okay, wonderful. So the pop-up is there. In the pop-up, if you see, I have restricted the access. This file is available to me. I am not giving access to anybody. So that is a possibility where I have the in-house requirement of my Excel sheets. I keep it up to me. I don't share it anywhere. It's possible. But if I want to share this Excel sheet with my clients or with my team members, it's pretty easy. As soon as you click on the restricted, you get 3 options. One is advanced engineer. It's my company because my Google Workspace is hosted for advanced engineers. So as soon as I click on advanced engineers, this file can be accessed by anybody in my advanced engineers team. So if there is something which I want to create for my team members, for their comments, for their changing anything, I can put this into advanced engineers. If I want this to be available to anybody with the link, so I go to the third one, anyone with the link. So all these 3 are there. So let's try to show you how the things are working. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I want to share it with my best friend Mohit Nijavan. So I click on Mohit Nijavan. As soon as his email is here, you can type your friend's email. As soon as they put it, and preferably it should be a Gmail one or the Google Workspace one. Don't use any of the official email IDs, because the official email IDs might have some kind of restrictions of accessing the Google Workspace. तो उसको जाने की बजाय आप Gmail IDs करें शेयर अपने फ्रेंड्स का, अपने कलीग्स का, ताकि वो भी इस फाइल का एक्सेस कर पाएं. अभी मैंने क्या किया है, मिस्टर मोहित निजाम से मैं शेयर करना चाहता हूं, बट ऑन द राइट साइड देयर आर ऑप्शंस कमिंग अप. If you click on this, there is a possibility of this file to be edited by Mohit Nijavan. If I want that इस फाइल को मोहित निजावन एडिट कर पाए तो गो टू द एडिटर. अगर ये चाहते हैं कि नहीं मेरे को एडिट का परमिशन नहीं देना, मैं चाहता हूं कि वो सिर्फ कमेंट करें, सो देन ही कैन बिकम ए कमेंटेटर. अगर मैं चाहता हूं कि वो कमेंट भी ना करें, वो सिर्फ देखें, उनकी इंफॉर्मेशन में जाए, तो आई कैन गो फॉर अ व्यूअर. सो नाउ मोहित इज ए गुड फ्रेंड, आई वांट टू गिव हिम एन एक्सेस ऑफ एडिटर, तो वो एडिटर चले गए. ठीक है, सो मैं उनको मैसेज भी कर सकता हूँ, ये ईमेल उनको जाएगा, हाय मोहित, प्लीज फाइंड द फाइल लिंक, प्लीज एंटर योर डेटा एज पर द नीड. बस ऐसा करके कर दिया, और मैं इसके आगे कुछ भी लिखना चाहता हूँ. दिस होल ड्राफ्ट इज गोइंग टू गो टू Mohit, so I simply send it. So it's asking me that you are sending it to outside your domain, so I just say share anyway. Automatically Mohit is going to receive this email within a minute. So ये तो ये तरीका है इसको शेयर करने का. अब दूसरा तरीका क्या है कि इसी फाइल को मैं आप लोगों के साथ भी शेयर करूं. नाउ आप लोग शेयर करना चाहते हैं तो मेरे को दो चीजें चाहिए कि अगर मैं ये फाइल आपके साथ शेयर करूंगा तो सबसे पहले तो मुझे आपका ईमेल आईडी चाहिए. तो अगर तो आप अपनी टीम के साथ काम कर रहे हैं तो ईमेल आईडी आपके पास होंगे, उनके ईमेल आईडी डालते जाइए. उनको एडिटर के एक्सेस देना है, एडिटर का दे देंगे. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, मैं किसी और अपने फ्रेंड के पास जाता हूँ. तो आई हैव गॉट अर्चना's ईमेल आईडी कमिंग अप हियर, तो मैं यहाँ डाल देता हूँ, एडिटर में उनको बना देता हूँ. लेकिन I can also add expiry date here. So what I want to do is I want to give access to her, but I want to put expiry. This can expire on March 9, 11:59 PM. You can edit it if you want to edit it. 9th की बजाय हम उनको 10th को देते हैं और टाइम यहाँ सेलेक्ट करते हैं सुबह 5 बजे का कि हाँ जी. तो ये इतनी देर के बाद आपने शेयर दिया, एक्सेस दिया, आफ्टर दैट इट कैन बी रिवोक. तो सिस्टम अपने आप ही वो एक्सेस रिवोक कर लेगा. तो मैं ये भेजता हूं तो उनको ईमेल चला जाएगा कि आपको एज ए एडिटर ये फाइल दी गई है, आप एडिट कीजिए. बट जैसे वो डेट और टाइम खत्म होगा तो उनसे एडिटिंग की जो उनको प्रिविलेज दी गई है वो ऑटोमेटिकली सिस्टम वापस कर लेगा, आपको याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. नाउ ऐसा भी पॉसिबल है कि ये डेटा हमने बना लिया और हम लोग सबको देना चाहते हैं, जैसे यू हैव गॉट अ प्राइस लिस्ट और you have got a delivery thing or you have got some kind of products detail जो आप अपने क्लाइंट से शेयर तो करना चाहते हैं, बट आप नहीं चाहते कि कस्टमर उसको एडिट कर पाए. तो आई एम कंसिडरिंग यू एज माई कस्टमर्स, आई डोंट वांट यू गाइज टू एडिट इट. तो उसका तरीका क्या होता है, सिंपली गो टू द शेयरिंग अगेन. नाउ इंस्टेड ऑफ रिस्ट्रिक्टेड आई मेक इट एनीवन विद द लिंक. तो अगर आप देखेंगे मेरे इसमें, तो इसमें ऑप्शन आ रहा है एनीवन विद द लिंक, व्यूअर, कमेंटेटर, एडिटर. तो अभी मैं आपको व्यूअर बना रहा हूं और ये मैं कॉपी लिंक कर रहा हूं. कॉपी लिंक करके मैंने इसको डन कर दिया. आप अभी चैट बॉक्स में जाइए, मैं ये वाला लिंक चैट बॉक्स में डाल रहा हूं. प्लीज ओपन कीजिए एंड टेल मी वेदर यू आर एबल टू एक्सेस दिस फाइल और नॉट. Send me in the chat box if you are able to access this file. Just let me know. I know some people some people can access it. My request is, who can edit it? Anybody who can edit it? Okay, wonderful. So this is the access which we have given and nobody can edit it. Now, I am again moving further. The same file, I am going to give you the access, anyone with the link, and I am going to make it commentator. Okay. So I am making everyone as a commentator and I am doing it done. Just go back to your same browser. Now refresh that file. ब्राउजर में जाइए, ऊपर जाके उसी के टूल बार को रिफ्रेश कर दीजिए. You will be able to make comments. And I am showing the tab online also. So if you see the tab, there are a lot of people over here. There are a lot of people have logged in. Now you guys can comment. I want you to refresh it and then comment on it. The comments will come over here. Prabhjot ji has already commented, yes, I can. Anybody else who wants to comment, please check out the comment section. So guys, this is a very easy way of sharing the same file. The beauty of the thing is this file actually stays in your Google Drive. ये किसी के पास नहीं गई है. It is with you only and you are the people who are actually able to use this. तो आपके कंट्रोल में है, आपने कमेंट अलाउ किया है तो कमेंट हो गया है. अब इसी फाइल को मैं शेयरिंग इसकी चेंज कर रहा हूँ, फिर से शेयरिंग मोड में जा रहा हूँ और अभी एनीवन विद द लिंक में कमेंटेटर को ले जाके मैं एडिटर में कर रहा हूँ. ओके, सो आई हैव अपडेटेड द एक्सेस. अभी आप रिफ्रेश कीजिए अपनी फाइल को, ब्राउजर में जाइए, इसको रिफ्रेश कीजिए एंड चेंज द कॉलम बिलो चंडीगढ़ रूरल हॉस्पिटल, एड समथिंग इनटू दिस. I can see some gentleman has already connected. You can write something. It will be shown over here live to you. Aapne Mohali Hospital, somebody has written Mohali Hospital. Somebody else can go into the other column. You can do the changes. Simran, you cannot edit it. I think you need to refresh the browser. You will be able to edit it now. Please try it. So somebody has written Panchkula, somebody has written 400. So guys, this is the beauty of Google Workspace. You see almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. So there are 6 people who are actually editing this document right now. This is the beauty. So if you have got 6 people, one guy is from the pricing section, one guy is from the costing section, one guy is from the compliance section, one is from the dispatch section, one is from the sales section. You name the department, everyone can collaborate on a single document through Google Workspace without sending this document to any of the other people. तो आप बैठे बैठे ही 6, 8, 10, 15, 20 लोग एक ही डॉक्यूमेंट को एट ए टाइम एडिट कर सकते हैं और एडिट करने के बाद वो फाइनल डॉक्यूमेंट आप अपने क्लाइंट के लिए शेयरिंग मोड में भेज सकते हैं. इसको डाउनलोड करके एक्सेल में जाके भी भेज सकते हैं. Whatever you want to do, you can do that. And it's perfectly secure. You just have to follow the steps which I have told. Whenever you get into the sharing mode, please always select the sharing the way I have told. Either you share it as a editable, either you share it as a commentable, or either you share it as a viewer. So मैंने आपको सबसे पहले viewer की तरह लिंक दिया था. So you were having a viewer access. उसके बाद I gave you access as a commentator, so you guys were able to comment on it. And in the last I gave you access as a editor. So इस तरह से sharing होती है, and this sharing can be done for any kind of document on the Google Drive. This is the beauty. This is the page where we do the collaboration, where the differentiator and the power of Google Workspace comes vis-a-vis any kind of the things. So the team collaboration is the key for Google Workspace in Google Drive. So guys, we are now reaching the end of our training program, training for the Google Drive. If you have anything, any questions on this, we are open for question. We have already exceeded our time because we missed our 10 minutes in the between. So my apologies for that. But so what we will do is we will have a quick questions for next 5 minutes and then we'll wind up the session. So any questions, you can just unmute yourself or ask those questions, or you can put in the chat box and I can answer that also, the way you want it. Yeah, please.
योगेश दिस साइड
Yeah, Yogesh ji.
ये जो शेयरिंग के अंदर हमने 3 ऑप्शन लिए हैं, एडिटिंग, कमेंटिंग एंड व्यूइंग।
हाँ हाँ
इसके अंदर हमने एडिटिंग जब उसको ऑफर किया तो उसमें पूरी शीट एडिटेबल है।
yes.
इसमें कुछ ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर कॉलम ही एडिटेबल हो, बाकी शीट ना एडिटेबल हो?
Of course, there is a possibility. आप कॉलम्स को, अपने सेल्स को लॉक कर सकते हैं या कुछ पर्टिकुलर सेल्स को अनलॉक कर सकते हैं. दैट वी विल बी कवरिंग व्हेन द गूगल शीट्स ट्रेनिंग विल कम इन पिक्चर, जहाँ पर हम यूज केस बनाएंगे गूगल शीट्स का कि कॉस्टिंग शीट हमने क्लाइंट को भेजा है तो उसके अंदर क्लाइंट देख सकता है, उसके अंदर वो डिस्काउंट का ऑप्शन उसके अंदर उसको अलाउ कर सकते हैं या डिलीवरी टाइम अलाउ कर सकते हैं जिसपे वो चेंज कर पाएगा, बाकी नहीं कर पाएगा. मतलब देयर आर यूज केसेस व्हिच यू कैन डिस्कस. तो पार्शियल एडिटेबल डॉक्यूमेंट भी बनाया जा सकता है.
ठीक है, थैंक यू.
एनी फर्दर क्वेश्चंस? So if there are no further questions, I believe that I was able to help you with this. If anybody is having any kind of questions coming up later in the meeting, later after revisiting the training, please feel free to connect with me. I am actively available to support you. So
मनमीत जी,
please,
एक चीज और, सॉरी टू बॉदर यू,
yeah,
एक आपने बोला अपनी विश लिस्ट बनाने के लिए, तो जो विश लिस्ट हम बना रहे हैं इस शीट को लेकर के,
हाँ,
दैट विल बी डन एट लेटर स्टेज और एट व्हाट? मतलब इसमें कुछ ऐसे पॉइंट हैं शायद अभी आपने एक्सप्लेन भी नहीं किया है.
सर ऐसा है, विश लिस्ट होगी तभी कुछ बनेगा. सो द वे द क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड दैट कि हमें एडिटेबल शीट्स चाहिए लेकिन पार्शियली एडिटेबल चाहिए, सो इट्स अ यूज केस ना, इट्स अ विश लिस्ट.
जी.
सो मैं उसको कवर करूंगा डेफिनेटली, मैंने नोट बना लिया है. ऐसे अगर आपकी कोई और विश लिस्ट है जो आपने आज बनाई हुई है, हम उसकी भी तैयारी करेंगे बिकॉज आई वांट यू गाइस टू डेवलप योर एप्लीकेशन एज पर योर नीड. दिस इज द ब्यूटी. आई गिव यू जस्ट एन एग्जांपल. आई टेस्टेड सो मेनी टूल्स. हमने ERP भी लिए, हम लोगों ने अलग अलग CRM खरीदे, हमने और भी बहुत सारे टूल लिए. Every tool after using for 6 months 8 months we had to discard because या तो हम उसको यूज नहीं कर पा रहे थे या हमारी टीम कह रही थी कि बड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है या टूल वाले कह रहे थे ये तो ऐसे ही यूज करना पड़ेगा और कोई तरीका ही नहीं है. सो देन वी मूव्ड इनटू गूगल वर्कस्पेस एंड वी क्रिएटेड द एप्लीकेशन एज पर आवर नीड्स. तो अपनी नीड के हिसाब से हमने डेवलप करी है. तो अब मेरे जितने भी टीम मेंबर्स हैं, दे आर वेरी हैप्पी बिकॉज द एप्लीकेशन हैज बीन डेवलप्ड बेस्ड ऑन देयर नीड्स, नॉट व्हाट इज अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट. So that's why I always encourage that you come with your requirement कि जी मेरे को ये चीज बनानी चाहिए. तो आपको हम बेसिक ट्रेनिंग देंगे एंड यू कैन डेवलप योर एप्लीकेशन ऑन योर ओन आल्सो, नॉट अ बिग डील.
तो we can write to you on that WhatsApp what we are getting from you.
Yes,
That
you can
wish
reply
list?
to that also. Yes, you can reply to that also, not a problem.
ठीक है.
Sir, I have a query, but
हाँ.
regarding Google Forms.
Google Forms we are going to cover little later, sir. And
Okay.
please make sure that you attend that training and you'll be, most of your queries will be answered over there, sir.
Sure, sir.
Not a problem, Upendra ji. This is the correct approach. Try to understand all the documents, all the tools available with Google, because I am very sure once you understand all the tools, you will be able to use them as per your use case. मैंने आज ये टूल्स इसीलिए मैंने आज कवर किए थे कि आपको आइडिया रहे कि हम क्या क्या करने वाले. ऑल्दो देयर आर मोर देन 38 एप्लीकेशंस विच आर अवेलेबल विद गूगल जिनको हम यूज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हमने अभी 7-8 ही पकड़ी हैं क्योंकि 7-8 में हमारा 90% काम हो जाता है. सो यू विल बी एबल टू डू दैट. और मैं आपको हेल्प करूंगा कि हमने क्या क्या बनाया, so that you will be also able to develop it for your own. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you for your time and patience. And it has been a great evening, and you all have been really, really very attentive. I'll be sharing the task for you in the WhatsApp group today itself. Please make sure that in the next meeting you are already ready and completed those tasks.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much.
Jai Hind.